Hi guys, it's Allie. In today's video I have the Virago Varnish Fall 2017 collection for live swatch and review. Virago Varnish was an indie brand that was created and owned by a hardworking lady named Adrienne. I'm part of the Virago squad on Facebook, and over there you can really get to know people who are big fans of Virago and also the owner. So if you're not a member of that group, I highly recommend going over and joining us. Virago was, and I'll explain why I'm saying that in a minute. they were / are 5-free, cruelty-free, and vegan company, which is nice. They carried nail polish and lipstick. And okay, let's just go ahead and talk about it. So last I've heard, per the Virago squad on Facebook, Adrienne is no longer going to be carrying nail polish or making nail polish. I am so sad to hear that, because you guys have heard me talk about and rave about their polishes for a really long time. I love their polishes. They're some of my absolute favorites. Definitely tied for my top indie brand. Definitely, hands down, tied for my top indie brand. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, I think she's still going to be carrying lipsticks on her site, so if you're into liquid lipsticks, she does have those on the site. But I think that she has created her last collection for the Virago Varnish brand. Now, some of us were trying to kind of put a little bug in her ear and see if maybe she would come out with some duos or trios or special collections here and there. And I'm crossing my fingers that maybe she'll think about that and give us some polish in the future. But right now I think that we are assuming she's just done with nail polish, which is so sad. But anyway, I kind of was on the fence of whether or not to even do this review, but a lot of you requested it on Instagram, so I will do it. But I don't particularly like to feature things on my channel that people can't get. So you don't see a lot of like limited edition polishes, etc. on my channel, because I just don't like to do that. I think it's a tease. And I know there are some polishes that I haven't been able to get my hands on, and probably won't ever be able to get my hands on, and I hate seeing videos because I'm like, I want it. It brings out the worst in me. But since so many of you requested it, I thought I would do it. And there's always a chance that you can come across Virago polishes in D-stashes. So I'll do the review so that if you come across one of these 6 polishes in a D-stash, you will know to pick it up. Spoiler alert. So this collection is named the 90s, so the shades are supposed to be reminiscent of the 90s, and the names are definitely very reminiscent of the 90s. And it's a 6-piece collection, and here are the timestamps in case you want to skip ahead. All my descriptions will be from the Virago website. So the first polish we have is called Strap Down Overalls, and this one is described on the site as a cerulean blue cream. It's more like a dusty turquoise, and I don't know, maybe mine's faded. I don't know. I don't care. It's still pretty, but it's more of like a dusty turquoise to me. In terms of the consistency, this one is thick, and it was completely opaque in just one coat. Another reason why I love her polishes. Like, almost every polish I own from Virago is 1 or 2 coats. So yes, this one, Strap Down Overalls, is 1 coat, and it dries to kind of a satiny finish, and I rated Strap Down Overalls at 5 out of 5 stars. Next up we have Bodysuits and Combat Boots. That's a fun name. This one is described as a Dijon yellow cream. This is perfect for the 90s, and it's absolutely perfect for fall. Love it. The consistency is normal to thick, but it is very pigmented. Even though it's slightly thinner than the last one, it is very pigmented. So much so that it was completely opaque for me in just 1 coat. It did dry to that same satiny finish, and I rated Bodysuits and Combat Boots at 5 out of 5 stars. Next up we have Props on the Flat Top. Classic 90s. This one is described as an orange clay cream. Another gorgeous polish, guys. Another perfect for fall. This one does have a thick consistency. Completely opaque in 1 coat. I mean, get used to it. This one dries down to a satin finish, and I rated props on the flat top at 5 out of 5 stars. What a terrible play. I'm trying to watch football and do my review at the same time. Watching my Panthers. I mean, we're winning, but that was a terrible play. The next one we have is my favorite of the collection, and it's one of my favorite, about to say the name of it, but it's one of my favorite named polishes as well. It's my second favorite named polish, but my favorite polish of the collection, and that is Screen Name. Screen Name! Isn't that perfect for the 90s? This one is described as a deep mulberry cream, which is a beautiful description, and it is a beautiful polish. This one has a thick consistency. Say it with me. Completely opaque in one coat. Gorgeous. And while it does have a little tiny bit of a glossier finish than the other three, it is still a satin finish, and I rated Screen Name at 5 out of 5 stars. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fumble. Are you serious? That was terrible. You gotta take care of the ball, Christian. Gotta take care of the ball. Next up we have Grunge. Grunge is described as, or I think I described this one. Maybe not. I think it was described as a deep purple cream, and then I added that it has lots of gray undertones. That might be on the side, I can't remember. But yes, a deep purple cream with a lot of gray undertones. This one's consistency was thick, but it wasn't quite as pigmented as the other four. It did require 2 coats. The first coat went on a little bit streaky and sheer, and then the second one, it was easily opaque in 2. Also, unlike the other polishes in the collection, this one did dry down to a completely matte finish, which was kind of interesting that it wasn't like the other ones, but I use top coat anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I rated Grunge at 4 out of 5 stars. And the last polish is my favorite named polish, and it is called Beat Me 07734, and that is a Missy Elliott reference, and I love Missy Elliott. So yes, this one was my favorite named polish of the collection. This one is a deep teal cream. In the live swatch, this one was looking a little bit whited out and less green than it is in person, so just keep that in mind. Generally, this view is more accurate, and if it's not, I try to tell you, but usually this view to the camera when I'm talking to you is the most accurate to the actual polish color. So this one had a thick consistency. It was completely opaque in one coat, of course, and it dried down to a satin finish. And of course I had to rate Beat Me 07734 at 5 out of 5 stars. So in my personal opinion, Virago almost always puts together the most interesting collections. They're always very cohesive. They're always featuring colors that are different than what you normally see even with indies. So I rated this collection at 5 out of 5 stars for uniqueness, highlighting 3 shades in particular. I really liked bodysuits and combat boots. I really liked boots. I really liked props on the flat top, and I loved Screen Name. I thought all of those were really interesting, nuanced shades, adding to the collection, and all of them had, with the exception of maybe Beat Me 07734, all of them had a really kind of dusty component to it, which I really like. For cohesiveness, they look beautiful together. There's not really an outlier that doesn't make sense in the collection, so I rated it at 5 out of 5 stars for that purpose. For price, these were $8 creams, and almost all of them were 1 coat. The purple one over time might get to 1 coat, but it's not so pigmented like the other ones, so I could see it taking 2 forever. But I mean, these are almost all, they're indies first of all, and they're like 1 coat creams, $8. That's a great price. So I gave it 5 out of 5 stars for price. For accessibility, I gave it, I'm going to stick to what I gave it originally, which was 2 out of 5. This was before I knew that this was her last collection. So I'm going to stick to the 2 out of 5 because it was true when I was first reviewing the polishes. I gave it 2 out of 5 just because you can only get it from that store. That Virago's not sold like on Live Love Polish or anywhere else, like the online retailers who sell indie polishes. I haven't seen it anywhere else, so I gave it 2 out of 5 for that reason. I also deducted 1 point off or 1 star off for how long it can take sometimes for the Virago polishes to get to you. So I gave it 2 out of 5 for that purpose. So the average polish performance was 4.83 out of 5 stars, which is magnificent. And literally the only thing that kept it from getting 5 out of 5 is Grunge. That's it. And that one was very easy. Very, very easy to coat. So the overall collection rating was 4.37 out of 5 stars with accessibility in there. Without accessibility in there, it's 4.88 out of 5 stars. So if you're able to get your hands on absolutely any of these polishes, do it. They are really, really good. You won't be disappointed, I promise you that. So that's my full review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do you have this collection? If so, which one was your favorite? If you don't have it, which one would you like to get? And are you sad to see this brand go? I know I am. I'm so sad. I will see you guys in the next video very soon. Bye.